Hey, good morning, friends. It's Carl. Welcome to the bathroom. Sunday morning. That means it's time for the Silky Smooth Sunday Shave. Hope everybody had a good week. Mine was pretty good. All right, so what are we doing today? Well, we're having a shave with Leah. I got grief for this. I've used the same soap for almost a year, and the first thing I grab is Leah. Yeah, because this was on the list of only the things I can use this year. So we're gonna go with the Leah again. We're gonna go with the Turn and Shave Synthetic Green Marble. Fantastic. For the shaver, I don't know why I'm doing this, but I'm gonna. Not my favorite Shavette, but we'll get it done. This is the Magic Razor by Persona. My first ever Shavette, and this one still bites me for some reason. For the post, we'll be doing a little bit of the Nivea Men's and the Suds. Fantastic coffee and oud scent right there. Actually, I can't wait to use that soap again. I've only used it once or twice. So anyway, I don't know, 4 days growth. I don't remember the last time I shaved. Wednesday, Tuesday, something like that. So let's get going. So yeah, I hope everybody had a good week. Like I said, mine was pretty good. Work was pretty standard. One of my coworkers was off, so we got to muck around with his clients or patients while he was out, make sure they had everything they were taken care of and all that good stuff, and then got to do a couple group visits with my work wife, which was always fun. Because, you know, sometimes when we get new clients that we haven't met before, we go out as a team to make sure everything is safe. So we did a lot of that this week. Anyway, that's work. What else? That's it. You know my life. Boring. Shaving, working out, meal prepping, church. That's it. My life. Rucking. Rucking is going good. If you follow me on Instagram, I've had a couple of good rucks. I think I talked to you guys last week about the coupon ruck, where I was hauling around a duffel bag with 20 pounds of my old fat clothes. Finished that challenge, started a new one. The new challenge is the 1,000-pound ruck. I don't know if I talked to you guys about that or not. I did an Instagram video about it, but basically you take the amount of weight in your ruck, multiply it by the miles that you do every outing, and then the goal is to finish 1,000 pounds in 30 days. So I added more weight to my ruck, bumped it up to 30 pounds plus the water. Speaking of water, add a little extra water to the soap. Yeah, so 30 pounds plus water, it comes out to about 35, 36 pounds, depending on if I fill the bladder all the way to the top. And I did 5 miles for the first ruck and 10 miles yesterday. So I'm a little over 500 miles, or 500 pounds, I should say, rucked for the month. So I shouldn't have any problems finishing that challenge, barring any injuries or unforeseen stuff by the end of the month. What else? That's it, man. Just getting ready for the South Dakota hunting trip. I forgot how expensive hunting was, especially when you're having to replace all kinds of gear. I've had some problems with my bow. That's what happens because it sat in storage for 10 years and didn't get used very much. So, shame on me for not, 1, shooting more often, 2, keeping up my equipment, and also having to replace a lot of hunting clothing because, you know, I've lost the weight. And I've never hunted in extreme cold weather. And from what I understand, South Dakota in November can be pretty stinking cold. All right, so I've been having to spend money on that. It's always kind of interesting because having never lived in a very cold climate, I don't know how to layer properly for outdoor activities in the cold, and so I'm just kind of buying blind, which will probably be a big waste of money. I'll either have too much stuff and be too hot, or not enough stuff and still be freezing and have to buy stuff when I get up there. But it is what it is. Big day at church today. We've got an outreach event. We've got a bluegrass gospel music band coming in, the Suds. They've visited with us before, so that'll be fun. We'll have good live bluegrass music. We'll be having some barbecue with all the trimmings between the services, and we'll be doing a little fun game activity for everybody. We're playing a little wiffle ball golf. That's an ingrown hair. I feel like it looks like I nicked myself, but I think I've got an ingrown hair right there. So yeah, so that should be a fun, long, interesting day. We did the same thing, a similar thing last year, except for we didn't have the band. And it was a good time. Problem is, you can never tell what the weather's gonna be like here in Texas in mid-October. Last year, and even yesterday, we had 90-degree days. So it was very hot to be out walking around playing mini golf. We're actually on schedule for that again today, except for we've got like a 20 or 30% chance of rain. So, we may get rained out. We'll see. It's always a challenge for me to trim up this goatee evenly. You guys know that. All right, first pass, fantastic. The Leah, once again, is not anything to sneeze at. I've been using it all week. Of course, I don't shave it every day, but I've used it a couple, 2 or 3 times this past week. It's good. It's a good soap. I enjoy it, especially for something so inexpensive. There's the stupid alarm again. I think that's the 7 a.m. alarm. you know, mass produced, not artisan made. Just a bog standard soap. Is a big ingrowing hair. It's going to be annoying. What else? Let's see. Halloween's right around the corner. For those of you who celebrate it, I'm not particularly anti-Halloween. Like a lot of the, or some of the fellow Baptists and Christians. I'm gonna nick there too. Gosh, bloody morning. But it's just not something I participate in for no particular reason, mostly just because I'm boring. I don't have kids, so there's no trick-or-treating. And I don't like to go to parties because I don't drink or whatever. But this year, maybe making the exception. My brother has a big blowout. Every year. Which I typically don't go to because one, I'm not super social. His friends kind of creep me out. A bunch of uber drunk professionals. And, you know, but they're always fun. Like his parties are always fun, but it's just not an environment I'm super comfortable in. Again, I'm not super comfortable in many social environments, let's be honest. But yeah, but I might go this year. I think I'm gonna try and really gotta start doing stuff that's outside of my comfort zone. So I think I may go. Will I dress up? I don't know. At this point, it's a week away, and I am not, hadn't even considered a costume. I barely decided that I might go last week. So, I don't know. I wouldn't know what to go as. I don't know. I mean, if I'm gonna have time to go find a costume. You guys know I'm cheap, so I don't know if I want to spend money on a costume. So I have no idea what's gonna happen there. But whatever happens, hopefully it'll be fun. Yeah, I'm awake. Good enough for government work. That's the shave there. Let's get rid of stuff. I have a little razor burn. Oh, not bad at all, really. That's probably one of the nicer shaves I've had with that Shavette. I don't know if I mentioned it's what's in there is a Gillette Silver Blue 3rd use. So I'm sure it has to do with the blade. Oh yeah, that was a fantastic, with the exception of that little weeper nick there, and then this really gnarly ingrown hair. But you got nothing to do with shave. All right, let's get the head done. And for the head shave, you guys know, we'll be using the Blade ATX. I do not know how much or how many shaves on that blade. So yeah, Halloween party coming up. That should be interesting. May or may not have a companion to go with. So it all depends on the status of her children's. But we'll see. Anywho, what else? That's, oh, a weight loss update. I don't know if I gave you guys that today. I'm sure you guys are waiting with bated breath. 209.0 this morning. So if I can maintain that for the next week and some change, I will have achieved my goal of ending the month at 210 pounds or less. So that's fantastic. And then I may actually, if I can finish at less than 210 this month, by next week, I mean, if I can keep on the downward trend, maybe I can finish the month at 206, 207, somewhere around there. And then I could actually maybe get to 200 or less by the end of the year. The goal is 200, so. But if I could make it into Wonderland, even if it's like 198 or 199, just to be in Wonderland would be fantastic. You know, 209 is the lowest weight I've had since I've been an adult. And that includes when I had cancer in my stomach, or in my intestine, really. So I think the lowest weight I got there was about 213. Yeah, I think 213. Anyway, this is the lowest, healthiest weight, or healthy weight. I mean, I guess technically I think I was maybe at 208, 209, but at the doctor's office when I first started treatment, it was 213. That's probably fully clothed, so maybe a little less than that. But anyway, this is the lowest healthy weight I've been. I think back in 2011, I had gotten down to about 210. So I'm not far off, but either way, it's a big milestone for me. Question is how do I keep going? Can I keep going? Well, yes, the answer is yes, because it's all just math and willpower. And gonna do it. So I'm gonna do it. Gotta do it. Get my lab work done tomorrow morning. So, and I see the doctor the following Monday. So I will have hopefully some good positive results for all my hard work, and maybe we can get some of these medications reduced or discontinued, which is the ultimate goal, because it's about health over aesthetics. Look, don't get me wrong. Since I've been losing weight and have lost, I don't know, 40 pounds plus since July, I get compliments from people who haven't seen me, from patients who've watched me over the past couple of months. Can't say strangers, except for, you know, Instagram strangers when I post my updates. And that doesn't get old. I'm just going to be honest. Like I said, it's different for, you know, to garner a little bit of attention from folks. I'm not something I'm very comfortable with, but hey, like I said in my last video, and I think Johan over at Shave and Butcher made a great comment. He said, "Less fat but more vain" should be a t-shirt, you know. If I was a crafty entrepreneur, I might have a couple of those made. And maybe I could sell them on my Instagram and make millions and become an Instagram influencer or something like that. Because, you know, this whole YouTube wet shaving monetization that I'm sure you guys get tired of the commercials, it ain't doing anything. I don't know. My channel's been monetized since March or May, somewhere around there, sometime in the spring. I still haven't made the $100 threshold to get a check, so, which isn't a big deal because, like I said, I'm not making content every day, and I'm not really trying to get paid, so it doesn't really matter. But I think it's funny. I still want to know how people can make their entire living off of social media. Which is crazy because, you know, I'm plugged in probably more than I should be, but how often, how much do you guys, how do they have to be plugged in? Or do you just get to a point, I guess you get to a point where, you know, you have people who manage it for you. And I've also noticed on some of these bigger pages, particularly the weight loss pages, it's the same posts over and over again, same photos, same memes and infographics and all that stuff. So I guess whatever works, but anywho, I don't know what I'm rambling about right now. All right, that's the head shave, I think. Towel. Whew, fantastic. Let's get the post going. You know what I forgot to do? Coffee this morning, brought to you by the Just Coffee Co-op. This is their Soul Shaker blend. It is fantastic. It's got some citrus notes and some coffee notes. I don't know. The bag says citrus something and something else. I get a little bit of the citrus. But it's good. Good. All right, well, let's see. Post. No, do the reds first. This stuff, I remember, so dirty and grimy with just a back note of coffee. You know, I told you guys last week that I ordered some wax melts from Uncle John, and they are fantastic smelling. But the other day, I was walking through the local grocery store buying some cleaning products, and they have their little wax melt section, and they have, what was it called? Dark Ode. wax melts. Store brand, nothing, you know, no name or anything like that, but it smelled really good. I might have to pick some of that up. Anyway, that's what I got for you today. Thanks again for spending a little bit of time with me. I hope you enjoyed the shave. I enjoyed doing it. I appreciate your support, as always. No matter what you do, go spend some time with your friends and family because it's really important. We'll see you next time. Have a great week. Have a great Sunday. God bless.